Blitzing. I don't know what
So
the
they'll
fuck
get
that
another
is.
shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you don't want to.
Oh, stop running the
You're down
ball,
3
bro.
scores already. You've done nothing offensively. Nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did.
Yeah.
But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Stafford throwing deep for Galladay. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. A big play there for Detroit. 62 yards.
Yeah, I'll let that nigga beat one.
Stop kicking.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Nobody even fucking hits you. Shut up.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing to Stafford. Double team, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Stop drinking out of her fucking cup.
And that would cover beautifully. The defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
Stop hitting her!
Loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
Yo, Jameer, chill out.
Mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
What's
First
wrong?
play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Alright, that's enough. That's enough now. She's with all this shit.
Now this time, Murray to throw it. Got his man. It's Williams. The Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. Nice pass that time by the #1 pick, Kyler Murray. Also drafted 9th in the Major League Baseball draft. He's the only person ever to be taken top 10 in both sports. Go back to his Allen High School days in Texas. He was 42-0 as a starting quarterback. Freshman year, he was at Texas A&M, then the transfer to Oklahoma, sat behind Baker Mayfield. Then his opportunity came last year. Boy, did he make the most of it. Won the Heisman Trophy and led the Sooners to the college football playoff. On 2nd down, it's Drake. And he'll wind up losing yardage here, back at the 21-yard line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now Murray off play action. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend.
Ready.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is.
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down.
Get rid of the ball, baby.
Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up. After the sack on the first down, Stafford. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Stafford now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chandler Jones giving him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Here comes the Lions punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. To throw is Murray. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half.
Here, go get your pajamas.
Murray now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Murray now on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. Andy Isabella was the intended target. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's when you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
Rush in, rush in, rush in.
After the interception, here's Stafford. Completing it here to Marvin Jones.
No,
and
my fucking, I'm lagging.
Mark him down at the 49. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Come here. It's 12 o'clock in the fucking morning. Relax. Go get your fucking pajamas.
From the gun, here's Stafford. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A final shot before half from Murray. Trying to lay one up deep. That's going to be caught. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter?
Gonzalez good on the extra point. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The linebacker Jordan Hicks flying in there for the sack.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Here comes the Lions punter now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at the Lions' 45-yard line.
Here we go. Pittsburgh. Let's go. Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. 3 down. 3 down. 3 down. 3 down.
Murray now on first down. This is caught by Williams. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. Picked by Tracy Walker, and he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. 59. 58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. Let's go.
Stafford. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. Jim.
3rd and long. It's Stafford. And that's going to be intercepted. The all-pro corner, Patrick Peterson.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his 2nd interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. There's more coming. There's more where that came from.
Now this time he'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. It's complete to Hopkins. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That goes for 14 yards. 1st down, Cardinals. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Jared Davis. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football.
He's got a man complete. Give him 30 yards there. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 25 yards that time.
Set, 280. Hey, 50. Right there. You don't want this. Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. He's tapping.
From the red zone now, Stafford. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Corey Peters slipping in and getting the sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. And now here is another interception. Picked off down near the 5. The interception rows, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
After the turnover, here's Murray, escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Throwing on first down is Murray. He's got it to Williams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. First down, Murray. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep. Back over the... That's caught inside the 20. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Throwing again, Murray. Buying time to his left. He'll try and run it. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Throwing again on second down. Murray. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Andy Isabella now with his 3rd touchdown in his first ever NFL game as his guys continue to pour it on. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. This has been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good.
What noise?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better.
Oh, you got lucky.
Move on to the next one.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 47. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And he's got this down to the 35. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Jordan Phillips. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw. It's knocked away and incomplete. The safety, Buda Baker, there to force the incompletion. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good gun.
Oh, you got safety out that shit.
That was wild. And at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. 4th quarter, you've got the lead.
My shit is so lagging. Kicks like a
I almost don't have words for it, but you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 25. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chandler Jones, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now a man open down the middle of the field. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle him almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Oh my God.
Jones.
This nigga love that fucking corner route with that, man. I'm about to throw all that shit, man.
Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Hey, man, watch the boot, watch the boot.
Stafford on 1st down.
Come on, bro, stop throwing it.
Nearly intercepted. That would have been a hat trick, his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does, is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Stafford. Caught by Jones. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 27. Here's Stafford. This is caught.
They love them post corners.
In for a Lions touchdown. T.J. Hawkinson with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. Now Matt Prater for the point after. And the lead is down to 24. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This is taken at his 4. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. Well, you don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of...
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally.
Y'all miss every field goal. It's so crazy. My shit keep lagging.
Protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Had 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one.
Oh, yeah, it was the game. Yeah, it was the game.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
No, because you're going to bed. I'm going to bed. I got work in the morning. I'm not going to bed.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On first down, it's Stafford. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hawkinson.
What now?
A good pickup there, 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Throwing is Stafford. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Okay. Stop throwing that shit. I told you stop throwing that shit.
Picked up by Robert Alford.
I told you stop throwing that shit. Now it's a pick six, pussy. Man, get this nigga the fuck off the other team, man.
Touchdown Cardinals.
Stop throwing that shit, nigga. Come on, keep throwing that
That's
shit.
the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them.
Nigga ass.
Rattle and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that will extend this big lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take it to next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time.
Stop playing with us, nigga. Stop throwing that fucking corner out. You keep thinking shit's sweet.
Murphy, the rookie from Washington, and his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Drake. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus.
Nice little victory blunt after this game ending.
I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
They didn't give me this poop ass nigga week 1 of this league. I thought I was cute.
Daddy, no one talking to you.
She wasn't talking to me, dog.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches, don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Oh,
he was trying to find Marvin Jones that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. To throw again, Stafford. He's going to let it fly. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Again, it's Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. Stafford will stay out there. He'll lead his guys up to go for it on 4th down.
Alpha. Slam, slam, slam.
One last throw here for Stafford. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. It's going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Cardinals, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.
Nothing, nigga. 12:33, almost 1 in the morning, sorry.
I'm Brandon Garden. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go. Take your blanket.